Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pillars of the Earth. We are gonna start with chapter 18 today, and in the previous episode we find a small secret about Prior Philip. Before Prior Philip, there was Prior James. Yeah, we found a small secret about Prior James. Not a small one. I think it's gonna be a big deal when it comes out. Also, we've met William's wife, and we gave her our dagger. Hopefully, she's gonna use it smartly. I don't want people to misjudge me because of what I did. Why didn't you take her to Kingsbridge? Honestly, people, Kingsbridge had a lot of difficulties on itself, and I think we should just give it a rest. Aliena has suffered as well, and she's been suffering a lot. Aliena has been suffering a lot, and there was nobody who was kind to her. She just had to do everything on her own, pretty much. Let's start with chapter 18. Really interesting. What is gonna happen? Chapter 18. The name. Outlaws. Okay. Interesting. Outlaws. Okay. Let's go. Philip.
Dear Francis,
No.
the letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. One of our young novices once asked me why I write to you when you are dead. The young can be blunt, but the thing is, I think you are still alive. One day, I hope, I will find you, and then you will read these letters.
He's alive.
And when you do, you will know that I was busy writing a book.
You think he's
Because
alive?
of my book, I may have to talk to Bishop Henry. But that is not the only thing that keeps me awake tonight.
Write about discovering crypt, write about book, write about Kingsbridge.
Behind a wall in our crypt, Jack discovered a hidden room. We do not know who built it,
Or for
but it
what
is likely
purpose.
that Prior James hid there, even after he was said to have drowned.
I don't know who said
That
it even.
means he was alive when we met in Kingsbridge on New Year's Day, the day of his burial. And Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned down. Was that him? And if so, did he burn in the fire that night?
Write about Kingsbridge?
The dust storm and the drought are taking their toll on all of us.
No, listen.
Thanks to our town wall, we are safe from the Earl and the outlaws. We've heard of places nearby being raided. We believe the attackers were William Hamley's men.
Okay.
We have enough food to last us another few weeks. But life has come to a halt. Martha believes there will be rain soon.
Oh.
But the storm is only a harbinger of rain. I hope that she is right.
Why does she think that? She's like Nami then.
Jonathan worries about my book,
Yeah.
The Divine Soul. In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased by what I had written. I am not naive enough to pretend I do not know why. I wrote that hope is godly, and since God made each of us, hope and salvation are only to be found within ourselves. Henry sells hope, and I am giving it away for free. If the church should ask me to clarify my position, of course I shall do so. But I feel I must give our people what they need in these desperate times. And how could I write anything else? if this is what I truly believe.
Okay, and letter. I love Philip for that. He stays.
It must be
By
well
his
after
word.
midnight. With you, I can be honest
Does he send them?
about what truly troubles me.
Where would he send
Jack told me that he was responsible for the fire
Oh, yeah.
in Kingsbridge. I know that it was a long time ago.
them? Aw.
He told me it was an accident.
Okay.
My God. Save yourselves!
Bilius? What?
The saint!
Oh,
We
God.
must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
Oh,
My
he
God.
just remembers them.
Don't throw him
Remembers
there!
it.
But Alphys! The saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't
It
go!
was really such a long time ago. And he was
And
sitting
as
here.
horrible as it may sound, I cannot find it in my heart just now to forgive Jack.
It's okay.
Maybe because this confession comes too late. And from a man who I have learned to trust.
Oh. It's okay.
This is the truth.
Take as much time as you need. Sometimes you can't just forgive the person right away. Sometimes it might take time. But I'm really glad that I said the truth. Even
I should
though
get
it
some
was
air,
so late.
Francis. The storm has settled down.
Settle down. Letter. Second letter this month. I miss Francis. Notes. Wrote down my sermons. Came the book I wrote. Should I not write what I believe? The storm died down. Still light in the cathedral. Probably Jack. Should we leave? Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god. He believes that. Well, he believes that he's alive. Cathedral, Jack is still at work. Maybe he cannot sleep as well. I want to talk to him. Graves. Here they all lie in wait, dearest friends, and went before me. When my time comes, I shall see them again.
If James died in that fire, then what happened to his remains? He was never properly buried, and that is Jack's fault.
Hey, Philip. It was just an accident. It was an accident, really. I didn't want to burn that
No,
church.
I'll take a walk around the cathedral instead.
Okay. Maybe he wants to talk to Jack about what happened. Did I start the episode, by the way? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Hello?
Oh my god!
I thought I saw someone.
Yeah, I thought. Cathedral. Jack outdid himself. Oh my god, they're just people running away. England never saw a cathedral like this. What was that noise? Should we follow it, really? Maybe we should just not.
That came from the kitchen.
The kitchen. Should we go to the cathedral first? I don't want to check.
Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought I heard something.
Yeah.
Was that you?
No, but I heard it too. Maybe Aliena came back.
No. No, she's asleep. She returned a few hours ago.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Damn
Yes.
it.
I think you're right.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead.
Oh, it's a good thing we first came to Jack and not to the kitchen right away. Sheesh. Hello. Kids or
There's
not?
someone in here.
Hi, Philip. Maybe you should go outside.
Outlaws.
They look like kids. Outlaws. Outlaws.
They are probably just after food. I will talk to them.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. They have knife and everything. Haha, I'm a bit worried. Hello?
Please. Listen.
Oh my god.
We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful!
Damn it.
Philip, throw me a stone!
I thought I missed. For real. God.
Jack, no!
He had a knife.
It's him.
Oh,
Brother Marcus.
Marcus.
Brother Marcus.
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen. Because of me, Remigius found out. And he left. We never saw him again.
Looks like he came back. You didn't mean for this to happen.
Eat the consequences of your past.
No, but
What about him?
don't be afraid.
Who is that? You also know him?
Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child. Just like that. And I forgave him.
Oh,
For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge.
yeah.
Just a child.
That's very sweet.
Who was I to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done? I had never told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate and for her father's. Even that night, when we all met, I did not dare to tell her.
The walls of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
What now?
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away? Why?
Now, do not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw 2 of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
Didn't Alena blame William. Jack, calm them down. Blame politics.
They were just
It's
looking
like
for
your,
food. They
it's like your
didn't mean any
family at the
harm.
dinner table.
It's the drought. It destroyed all the crops. They must eat something.
Desperate or not, they're only the vanguard of a full-scale invasion.
If we had a decent Earl, the people wouldn't be starving.
Yeah, that's true.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
That looks so cute.
It is.
But forgive we
family.
must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's to blame. It's that simple.
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The Treaty of Wallingford has been signed at last. It's only a matter of time until things change.
What treaty?
Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
Yeah, that's what we read.
The earldom will be ours again.
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell.
Oh no.
Language?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
Richard appealed to the new king. Martha asked them to stay strong, defend the outlaws, give food to the outlaws. I don't know.
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just give them something to eat? I'll share.
We should, and we will. But there are too many to feed them all.
Yeah.
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly and wait until Stephen dies of old age. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my father.
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here last night. It's the outlaws we need to worry about.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do about it?
Richard, turn outlaws against William. Speak up for the outlaws. Show compassion. Show compassion?
They too are victims. We must show compassion. If we defend Kingsbridge, we must cause as little harm as possible. Or better, help as many as possible.
Things will only get worse if we don't find a way to deal with Hamley.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still has a say in Earl's Castle.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a physical confrontation at all.
That'll never work. We have to assault them and take back our father's castle. Even if that means fighting alongside the outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So, what do you think, Aliena?
I'll negotiate with Regan Hamley. I'll talk to the outlaws. The name of the chapter is called The Outlaws. It's not called Regan Hamley, so maybe we should talk to the outlaws. I don't know, honestly. I do not trust Regan Hamley, and I do not trust the position. Like, I do not know if she's well in, like, I don't know if she can think properly. I don't know, like, how she even looks like. I don't know if she... Yeah, we only know that she can't walk by herself. Maybe there's something else. Maybe, like, I haven't even seen her. I haven't seen the woman. I don't know how she even looks like. So, we've seen the outlaws. We've seen that they're here and they need food. If we give them food and hope, they can be on our side. Regan Hamley, I don't know. I don't know. I think not.
I will talk to the outlaws. Maybe we can find someone who can speak on their behalf. And if there's no one, then we will.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they might think we mean them harm.
Richard and Aliena then. Or just Aliena. I don't want to let her alone. Did she go alone? Right south, okay.
Our hopes of meeting allies on the road to Shiring were fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the side of the road, broken and starving. Shiring was riddled with death and despair. I'd heard that Wigley had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost entirely without cattle. Maybe someone there knew where the raiders had come from. But Cowford, on the other hand, had a recent falling out with William Hamley. There was a chance that they would be quick to join our resistance.
Cowford and Wigley. Wiggly and Cowfoot. Try to find allies. I mean, that's closer and sort of on the way. Let's come here then.
We entered the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. He pointed toward a ruined mill. Hamley's Mill, he called it, which used to have the right to grind all grain from the nearby villages.
Oh.
That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. Enraged, he'd killed the miller and had taken every last bag of flour belonging to the starving people of Cowfoot. Many had fled into the forest, desperate for their lives.
Ride to Huntley, ride to Shiring, or ask about the raiders in Wiggly.
As we reached Wiggly, we met a farmer tending to a scrawny chicken. She told us that Hamley had claimed ownership of all their cattle. Shortly after that, the cattle vanished. Raiders had taken it, throwing William Hamley into a fit of rage. Some say they recognized the thieves, neighbors who had once lived among them. They were long believed to be among the dead. Were we really building our hopes on a pack of ghosts?
Shiring, should we? Yeah, let's not give up on this idea.
On the road to Shiring, a shrouded figure jumped into our path. It was an outlaw. Fumbling a blunt sword once fit for a knight, he demanded our horses and coin. Richard calmly pulled out his own sword, shutting the man up immediately.
Do you have a leader?
I asked whether they, the outlaws, had a kind of leader I could speak to. His face said it all, a confused, furrowed brow and a wrinkled nose. "We have no leader, we're on our own," he spat out, then ran away as fast as he could.
Okay.
Shiring had been declining for years. Only the cathedral had been growing day by day, looming over the lands. That cathedral seemed to be sucking the land dry. Its presence was malevolent, like a bad omen. To fund the construction, Hamley had expelled countless tenants who were behind on their payments, taking their possessions. This made the impact of the famine even worse than it already was.
Monksfield.
I'd been to Monksfield before. It
Yeah.
was where I'd met Elizabeth sheltering from the storm. Despite its few inhabitants, it had been a fairly large community with the best soil in the region. Now it was very much abandoned, its farmhouses raided and empty. There was nothing for us here. We needed a better lead for finding the outlaws.
Better lead? Do we have to ride all the way here? Okay.
The fields of Huntley spurred fond memories. Here, I'd negotiated my first deal to transport and sell the farmer's wool.
Yeah.
Now, the meadows had turned to straw, and the sheep were dead. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut. Our horses needed rest, so we wanted to leave them there while we looked around on foot. Then, I remembered how Richard had been kicked by the man William had paid to catch us, and the horrible sounds he'd made lying there. Inside the hut, I was startled by a hunched figure hiding in a corner, nibbling on a lump of bread. Upon seeing us, the creature's eyes widened, like those of a frightened animal. I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me to ask the butcher, he blurted out, startled by his own voice. Mistaking our interest for greed, he wolfed down the rest of the bread. Before we could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The butcher. Was he the one we were looking for? A leader whom the downtrodden trusted and feared? maybe we could find him at the quarry the man had mentioned.
Okay. We're just finding adventures. Just finding adventures at this point. Okay, quarry is here. Oh god. I wonder how many days this took.
The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity.
Oh.
Many poor souls were gathering around a fireplace, boiling a stew from meat and turnips. It was plain to see that these people weren't held together by blood or profession, but by hunger and desperation. And by their numbers, I thought, that could make them quite dangerous. Were these outlaws?
Observe from afar for now.
The outlaws were using a moss-covered cave and little huts as shelter. Through the cave entrance, we could see stacked crates of goods, most likely stolen. The outlaws were of varying ages and seemed almost peaceful in their little haven. Suddenly, we were startled by a shout. "Who are you?" a boy demanded with anger in his eyes. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some looked afraid, curious, and confused. Others were full of hatred and contempt. "We're not here to hurt you," I explained. "We just want to talk." "Where can I find the butcher?" I asked. Their faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They told us that the butcher was still in Monksfield, but that meat would come every couple of days. I said that wouldn't be a problem, not knowing what they meant. It looked like our path would lead us back to Monksfield.
Okay, again. Oh my god! Okay. Wow, we've just been riding around a circle. Oh god. You people again. Hello. Well? Peasants. They're resting or lurking. Don't seem to trust us. Wasn't here the other day. I wonder if he's an outlaw. Everyone seems wrapped nowadays. Horse meat, so this is where it came from. Who do we talk to? Ask about the butcher.
We're looking for the butcher.
The butcher of Monksfield has long since moved away.
Damn, I can't believe it.
No need for cursing, young man. If you bring me an animal, I can prepare it for you.
Do people call you the butcher then?
Why'd you ask? What do you want?
Do you have a lot of outlaws passing by?
You don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have been failed by the law and our leaders. Don't you agree?
So it's her.
I asked because we feel the same way. And we're looking for a way to make things right again.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army, to invade Earl's Castle and kill Earl William Hamley.
Oh my. If it was that easy, someone would have done that a long time ago.
Well, we're gonna do
The poor
it.
souls I meet, they're just simple people. They're not an army.
Encourage her, lead them. Let's encourage.
One of their own should lead them. Like you. You seem to take great care of your people.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man. These people are mothers, fathers, hard workers, yes, but they are not soldiers.
Right.
She speaks true.
It is the best chance we have. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring, for all of us.
It's rubbish. It's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time I saw you, You showed kindness toward that young woman who was with you. I am willing to listen to a good soul, but I won't help you blindly.
Okay.
That woman that was here, that you helped, that was Hamley's wife. His wife, my God. How stupid do you think we are?
Right, it's a trap.
Well, how can these people put their life at risk if they do not trust you? You are not like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Stressed that you would fight without them. Stressed that you were poor ones too.
Oh, I know what it's like to live in poverty.
And just like you, we had William Hamley to thank for it.
But I also know that if one fights the right battles, that things can change for the better.
But they're starving, my child. They are weakened by poverty, hunger, and illness. Who are you to think you can face William Hamley?
Yeah.
You! Who do you think you are?
Okay, Richard, chill a bit. I mentioned how your father was a just earl. Stress that you are the rightful heir.
We are the children of Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring.
Our father once ruled with a firm but benevolent hand. You must remember how good you had it.
Well, better than now, but that's easy.
He did have guts, though, trying to take on Stephen.
So, you are his daughter and son, you say?
Yes, all we know we learned from him.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for your noble cause, these people will die.
John Philip's support assure their safety, assure that we will make the same sacrifice. What is Philip's support? Oh, okay, okay.
We already have Kingsbridge on our side, including the bright mind of Prior Philip.
Oh, Philip of Kingsbridge. I have heard of him. A wise man. Yes.
He took in the survivors of Hamley's raid of Earl's Castle.
Yes, and I was one of them.
He wouldn't let anybody go into certain death. Their plan must be a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
I said it before. We all have lost everything, except for our lives. We don't fight other people's battles.
But maybe this is our battle too.
Okay.
My people will decide for themselves.
Let's freaking
But I
go.
will tell them that I believe that it is indeed a battle worth fighting.
I thank you.
I pray that it will be worth it.
We will all pray, and then we fight.
Okay. Worked out. Gather an army. The Pillars of the Earth, Eye of the Storm. Chapter 18, Outlaws. The first outlaws have made their way into Kingsbridge. Your former novice, Brother Marcus, was one of the outlaws. You have a chance to take back Earl's Castle and to fulfill your oath. You found the leader of the outlaws. You made no promises regarding the safety of the outlaws if they chose to attack. The outlaws still agreed to fight for you. Okay. I don't know I don't know if I should have, but like Philip, you know, everything. Okay. Pretty good. I mean, that's why this chapter is called Outlaws, right? I mean, I wonder how the story would have went if we just would have maybe met Regan Hamley. I don't know if we could have met her, but maybe we could have written her a letter. I don't know. I don't know if she's even sane or not at this point. Yeah, but okay. Let's see what's gonna happen in the next chapter. We already have our little army. Best time to attack, they say, so fracture for fracture. Eye for eye. Tooth for tooth. It was all for today. If you want to see more of the Pillars of the Earth, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. That's all for today. Thank you everyone who watched till the very end of this video, and I hope we'll see each other in the next one. So thank you for watching, and bye.